make sure it's working. There it goes. There it goes. Alright. Hey everyone. Welcome back to some more Rogue Legacy 2 speedrunning. Just continuing my movements, continuing my portions, just working my way through. Alright. So, someone did say apparently there's a bit of stream delay between when the stream starts for me versus when it starts for everyone else. So I'm going to wait a little bit before I start the run to make sure the people that log in immediately actually can see the run in, you know, as it shows up. By the way, while I was away from the stream, some person named John Geralda, let's see, John Geralda, John Geralda, John Geralda, there we are, that's the name, John Geralda. Very much a tongue twister for me, whether or not it should be a tongue twister, but thank you very much for joining the stream. Thank you very much for joining, for following. I appreciate it. Alright. Yeah, if you ever want to be entertained, have a very simple but hard to pronounce word as your username, and then just follow me, and I'll spend a full minute just on my own time trying to figure it out. Alright. Well, I'm not going to wait for too long. Wait, why does it say the session hasn't started at all? It says I'm live, but it says the session there is 0 minutes and 0 seconds in it. Maybe it really doesn't start for a while. Huh. It says it's live on everything else. But session is 00. Wow. That's really strange. That's really strange that that's how it works. I'm assuming that thing's just not working properly, because it says I've been live for over 2 minutes now. So, we're just going to assume Twitch is not working properly. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Because there's only so long I could wait. Alright. I'm already late. I tried to start at 12. I started at 12:05, so don't want to keep things waiting for too long. Let's go with that, see how it works. Alright. Says I have one viewer, but it still says the session hasn't even started yet. Hey Cerebellum, how's it going, man? Woo. Oh my gosh. Why am I... Okay, my hand's being a little finicky right now. My own hand, not the game or anything, just my hand. How's it going, Cerebellum? I'm doing good. Whew. Alright. Ooh, deep breaths. Good things happen. There we are. A little behind, but that's okay. As I always say, this is where you want to be behind if you can choose. Has been better. If you need to talk about it, just feel free to start talking. I'll do what I can to respond, but yeah. Some days are like that. Some days have to be a little worse so that other days can feel that much better. Early dash, though. Early dash. So yeah, I've been like mapping it mentally. I've realized the direction to map this is by basically staying on the top left edge and working my way across. There. There we are. Definitely would prefer them to be more clumped, but that's okay. Ooh. So yeah, I've been watching people. So one of the things about me, I don't really watch much movies or read many books or stuff like that. but I watch a lot of people analyze them. I like hearing the analysis, and they see things that I don't always see, and I find the analysis more interesting. So there's been this thing about Justice League, the Snyder Cut, that a lot of people are talking about, because, basically Justice League wasn't that good of a movie, it was just a bunch of random action, and, so recently they released a cut, which is someone else's vision of it, and it's a super long cut. It's like, one of the big issues that people still bring up is that's 4 hours long, and it doesn't have the right to be that long. But, like, apparently they're talking about how it actually makes it a better movie in a lot of places. Like, it actually gives story to a lot of characters that didn't have it. Just thought it was interesting. I remember watching it, and yeah, my dad actually kind of liked it, but I didn't think it was that good. Oh, I mistimed that. Oh well. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, I guess I use this first apple as healing. Oh, your brother started playing Rogue Legacy 1 on console? I hope he enjoys it, man. I hope he enjoys it. It's a fun game, but definitely that game has like, at least visually, has definitely been worn away with age. Difficulty is a bit different. I'm not sure if it's as appreciated. I remember, apparently in documentary, they were originally planning to make a Souls-like Dark Souls sort of game, and they ended up going with this afterwards, because they want to make sure, even though they like the Souls-like games, they want to make sure everyone can actually beat it. So that's how they came to the game that Rogue Legacy is now. Basically creating the roguelite genre in the process. I think so. I'm not sure if they created the genre. They probably did not create the genre, but they definitely brought it to the light for a lot of people. It's oh yeah, the mana system is just completely wrecked. If you're not the spell sword, you're not using mana. And if you're the mage, well, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Aw. There you are, Lamech. Tried to hide in this corner, but I found you. I knew you'd be somewhere around here. I'm gonna grab this as well, because I'm gonna be escaping once I pop open and get my money. Alright. I wasn't hitting him. I was just swinging at thin air. I didn't even realize it. Alright. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, I always make sure to focus on this fight, because if I don't, Lamech punishes me. But only when I don't focus. Made a mistake. Just don't make another one, and I'm fine. Yeah, this fight's not going to last long enough for me to make another mistake, so that's good. Alright, a little behind after Lamech. That's okay. That happens. By the way, I checked the timing for the PB that I got yesterday. Apparently, it's a real-time personal best, but in-game time, I'm actually like 12 seconds behind. Which is interesting, that in-game and real-time, like I was, like, I guess not pausing to check the map as much, but I still got a slower time. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Like, without the map to guide me. This thought was interesting, that I got only like half a PB. Alright, doggo. This is why I always feel nervous about you being in the house when I'm starting the runs. You learned how to flip a butterfly knife? Nice. Nice, man. If you enjoyed like doing that sort of stuff, more power to you, man. Glad to hear you figure that stuff out. Can flip it backwards around my thumb and catch it, so beginner to intermediate. Hey man, like, that's more than I can do. I'm not... Well, I know I'm in America, so there's all those things about, like, oh, he knows about guns and weapons and stuff like that. Like, not really. Like, I know about them, but I don't have practice with it. I don't practice at the gun range. I just know where it is, sort of thing, you know? So, I'm not, like... Just a sec, I gotta let my dog out before I fall to the ground. Okay, never mind. It looks like I'm just gonna be reading this, and then I'm gonna let the dog out. Get out, go. Get out. Go, go, go. Alright. And I got that. Pressed the button a little behind, but that's okay. Do not have my... I have glasses that, not for seeing, but for preventing blue light going in and stuff like that. And I could not put them on in time, so... Gosh darn it. That was a bad one. Ooh. Nope, not gonna make it up there. Get an apple. Thank you. Just like I asked. They're listening to me. It's appreciated. Ooh. So yeah, it seems like each connector has like a certain height that has to reach minimally. And so if you could stay at like that general height, you'll be fine for most of this. Hey, thank you, Hammer. Appreciate the boost. No real need to go there. I already got my apple, and I don't think you get more than one apple on average, so... Oh my gosh. For some reason I wasn't going to the last one, I'm not going to this one. Alright. Get my glasses back on while we play this cutscene. Alright. It requires hand-eye coordination, so practicing with my left hand increases my left hand's dexterity. Ooh, that's really smart. Yeah, my left hand is pretty brittle. There's a reason I don't like... I switched my keys around so that my maneuvering my movement is done with my right hand instead of my left. So yeah, that's probably a good idea to like do something like that to increase my hand's dexterity. Probably would have helped a lot in these speedruns. Good. Aw. Alright. Ah. Looks like I'm killing how far first. Oh my gosh. That last thing. I threw my shields up. I just didn't throw it up in time. Or perhaps, as I said, left hand dexterity. Need to work on it. Well, I have to check. I don't think I have enough money to buy the I don't think I have enough money to actually buy the architect. I might if I make sure to buy all the cheapest stuff. That's the only possible way I could buy the architect. Alright, so we're going to try that, because if that works, then we have the architect, and we're not done just yet. Run dead, question mark? We're about to find out. So I'm going to buy all the cheapest stuff. 185. Yep, run dead. Run dead. Just barely, though. Literally by 300 gold, the run is dead. By 300 gold, the run is dead. Oh my gosh, that's sad. That is sad. Alright. Oh well. Oh well. Sometimes that happens to runs. It was looking great. It was. I literally, if I just beat that boss, if I didn't take that hit, I think if I didn't take that one hit, I could do the rest of the boss in time. Like, they were at very low health. So, yeah. But yeah, this at least lets me show off. I know some people are trying to get into the game. I think it's probably a good idea to show off how I do a route. So, I always make sure when I'm looking around, I always go to, like, the top left corner and work my way around. Like, basically I try to find all the edges is a good way of describing it. So that way we can find the book like that. And like I'm not gonna say the run's dead just yet, but it's definitely looking grim. Let me put it that way. If it was dead, I would go to that Stygian challenge room because I don't get to go into many challenge rooms and be fun. But I'm gonna check if the run might not be dead just yet. Like, I could get lucky. Let me put it that way. I could still get lucky. But I'm gonna route as if I get lucky, and then if I don't, oh well. 'Cause yeah, that's all I can really do. And I'm going to actually stop by all the rooms, because if I'm getting lucky, then I should get... The way I get lucky is by getting a good heirloom that really buffs my... Like, something like a serrated handles bargain. Also... Alright, so it's worth noting, you can only open chests while grounded. So, that one chest that's, like, grounded on spikes... You can't just be, like, super quick. You have to actively hit that chest like with a theme that allows you to, like, you have to hit that chest with a theme that allows you to walk on spikes safely. You need a way to get grounded. That is good to know. So for that one random fairy chest, you may not always have a means to get through. Alright. There we are. We have enough money so that should we perish, we get the architect. I'd like more so that if we perish, we could also get the scholar cape. But we'll see. Alright, like I said, popping over every one because we need to find a good relic. Oh. Gotta go. Be back later, maybe. Alright, see you later, man. See you later. You do what you gotta do, bro. Ah. Yeah, if I die again, then this run's dead. Ooh. Right, increasing your intelligence increases the damage of the shield bash. Oh, I was on cooldown. There it goes. Alright, run's dead now. Run's officially dead with that. Because my shield was still on cooldown. Yep. Fair enough. Alright, so now we're just going to do the interesting stuff. Well, hold up. If he has Super IBS, does that mean he doesn't have Prismatic Spectrum? We'll go with Chronic Fatigue Syndrome. And we will buy the Architect, but I don't think we're going to be using him. Not this life. Like, Architect isn't doing much for us right now. Just let us know. Actually, it lets us know where the book is. Oh well. But yeah. Since the run's dead, let's route it for newer players in case any of them happens to see it. So that they know what to be doing. But yeah, I always go left because the heirloom is more likely to be here than elsewhere. Ooh, a silver chest. I'm gonna say if you're in a newer runner, like if you happen to run into a silver chest while like wandering around, worth, because it's strong equipment that gets you into runs that like allows you to level up when your levels aren't working well. Now, these challenge rooms you shouldn't do. The reason I'm doing this is because the run's dead, and I don't get to do these. Here. So, like, I don't get practice with that boss fight, so that's why I did it now, because if I don't, I never get to practice with that boss fight. It seems like these chests are still broken. They're supposed to be giving me blueprints, especially since I don't have the leather trinket. I don't think it's possible for my level to be low enough that I get no blueprints. So that's a glitch. Alright. Another little mech room. The mech is next to entrance. Yep. Like, if the silver chest is giving me blueprints, but the gold chest is not, there's an issue with the gold chests. Good to know. Wow, didn't die. Interesting. Alright, well, we do know Far Shores here is the challenge of newer runs. This is the killing spot. So if it's killing my runs at times, it's going to be killing your runs if you're new in the game. Just, so don't freak out about it. Gotta be careful. And so my problem with the hammers is just I think their knockback needs to be increased by a bit. Like the amount of knockback they take. Because right now it's like they're basically invincible but maneuvering. Oh, by the way, blobfish deal less damage nowadays. That's good to know. Still doesn't feel like it because blobfish deal enough damage to be devastating, but it's less than they used to be. 90 health, appreciated. And that meat is also appreciated. Yeah. When hunting for meat, it's okay when you're new to like definitely destroy destructibles in front of you. Like, not a bad idea at all. There we are. And I even avoided the hammer in the process, so that was a good one. But yeah. Alright, I think it's late enough we can actually talk to the pizza girl. At least you could cheer me up when things go down. Thank you, pizza girl. Alright, so have you ever tried to get this chest? Oh yeah, I can't shut it off because I don't have the book. Also, yeah, worthwhile for me to learn things like that. Alright. Warden Gate. Doesn't matter. Scholar Cape's better. Oh yeah, and you can hit that box right there to keep yourself going. I am very low on health. Okay, I think he literally died in the fire after I ran into him like that, which is kind of funny. Okay. I need to get to the boss's teleport before I can lock down the castle. That's the issue. That's why I haven't locked it down yet. That's why I keep going through this hassle. But to be clear, this hassle, if you're new to the game, this is a way to get stronger, which means it's going to pay off in the long run, basically. So, like, even though this looks bad, keep in mind, if you're new to the game, we're going to hit the 30-minute mark, and we're going to have a character that's pretty strong. That's pretty, you know, he has almost all the leather equipment. Should I find the trinket? Oh, right, you can't find the trinket. Never mind. But actually, if you get the silver from the bosses, you can use those to, like, upgrade a weapon, which will give you the leather reliability you need. And by the way, yes, I'm picking these up, not because it's good for the speed run, but because I don't get to do these often, and a speed run that's gone south is a great time for this. Alright, got this warp, but we still don't have the book. We still need to find the book. This is not a good show of my skills, but... It's okay. Everyone has runs like this. Everyone. There we are. Alright, found book. That's what I'm looking for. So now I have that in the back line. So I can... So the importance of having the book in the back line is basically that I can use it to heal when the time comes. I can warp back Or if I'm like in the middle of nowhere, I could return to main menu and use that as a way to go back to where the book is. I just realized this is not where I need to be. I just saw there was a path down. Forgot it was just like a connected room. Whoop. Whoop. Keep moving. Sure. Again, only doing this because I don't get to, and they're fun. Ah, missed. Thank goodness it's don't get hit is not added to it. I did that because I realized I was about to run into the soldier, and I really didn't want to run into the soldier. Alright. Got runes. Always fun. Alright. Well, we got our way in. And I'm planning to use the, my guess is that I'm going to end up using the Sun Tower teleport to grab the book. Unfortunate, but this has been an unfortunate run in so many ways, so I'll take my losses where I get them. Alright. And yeah. One of the things is, in Axis Mundi, I would grab every chest. When I first started, I would grab basically every chest in Axis Mundi, and this is what would prepare me to both get more proficient in Axis Mundi, but also make sure I was ready when I had to do these without getting hit, you know? So, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing these chests. So, one, I could show you guys how they're done if you're having trouble, but two, so that I can actually get my equipment I need. I wasn't close enough to the ground, so I didn't dash in time, that's why I took that hit. So that was the incorrect way of doing that room. Alright, as I said, don't get to do these often. This is another boss fight. This isn't the most interesting, to say the least. Alright. Here. At least one's gone. Alright, so you can tell by whether it crunches or twists, whether it's shooting fireballs or going to be setting out these guys. Alright. So this unfortunately is not the most interesting boss, but hey, they need some of those rogue characters as mini bosses. It's alright. That's how things happen sometimes. Oh, I actually got a blueprint. Thank goodness. Warden weapon. I'd rather have a trinket. Alright. Alright, yeah. Also, by the way, if you're unsure, a majority of the time, those guys, the little fireball spitters, they are all designed to be over your head. So if you just don't jump, a lot of them will not hit you. The vast majority will not hit you. And if they can hit you, it's because it's like coming at your chest range. So if it's like just barely above you, chances are it's actually not near you at all. Just don't jump and you'll be fine. There are a few thieves that can increase the height of your Hex box, so you have to be careful of those, but... Alright. I am actually going to grab this in case I die again, so I can actually use the Architect, lock down this castle, and have this as a teleport. Not exactly the teleport you want, not the run I want either, but... you make do. Alright. Like I said, don't get to do these often, so doing them now. Aw. Probably could have just jumped and kept going right to get out there. Would have worked, probably. Alright. Whoop. Ooh. Oh well. Oop. Alright, this is a nice chest. Very simple. Warden Helm. Ah, didn't dash away in time. There we are. Yeah, that was not the most fun room. Definitely having hammers as an enemy now made that room a lot worse than I remember it. Oh well, we made it through. Alright, we're just getting out. Safer to fight. This is why, if you're new, I would even encourage you to route in grabbing blueprint. I'm sorry, grabbing the mastery levels, because one gain equip ups from Valkyries and Knights is huge, and if you're gonna be fighting enemies, you might as well get rewarded for it, you know. So this is one of the ones one of the chests I used to not get. But also, there used to be a nightmare in this room, so it used to be a lot more threatening of an area to navigate. Alright. That's okay. I'm not dead. I got a leather cape +1. Which is what I was looking for. If I can't find a leather amulet, which is now much harder to find, I want equip upgrades so that I can get my leather unity enough to get +80 armor equip. And the reason you want to do that is because you want that level 20 unity, and then from there you can equip something that's outside of your... You could equip a Warden weapon, you could equip a Scholar Cape, you could equip feats like that without like having to increase your equip weight, which is important because your equip weight is a level 18 prerequisite. So some runs don't even go to level 18. So yeah. Also saves you money in the long run if you have a long run. I will say nowadays I don't buy mastery levels at all, but back then I used to. So don't feel shame if you're taking routes that make it easy on you, because that's how I learned. That is how I learned. That's okay. There we go. Deep breaths. Let it happen. Are you? Okay. Well, now we have the second boss. And this time, let's kill him properly. Can't believe it took me this long to kill this boss. My gosh. But yeah, sometimes I have these runs, and when you start out, you're gonna have runs like this. So, don't feel shame for it. It happens to everyone, and just to prove it, here it is happening to me. But if you're going this far, if you grab the book, it ends up being worthwhile to do this, to grab the damage boost. So in an optimal run, yes, you don't have to pick up this boost in an optimal run. Oh well. Deep breaths. Let it happen. Keep it moving. Aw. So yeah, because we went more of a magic route, it is worthwhile to be doing all these increases, doing all these grounded attacks. They are planning to, after some discussion, it seems like they are planning to give some health or some mana regeneration on the area attacks, but as of right now, that is not the case, so until then. I can't believe I managed that. There we are. Yep. Well, we gained 2 minutes back. We actually have an equip upgrade, so we want to grab that steel. Make sure we have the upgrade equipment necessary. Alright. Keep it moving. Alright, we have Pizza Girl. Thank you, Pizza Girl. I'm paying you with this money. Note, if this is a new run, not always the best to do that. If you are confident you can kill Naam without, like, going to zero... Like... Here, how do I put this? Alright. Like, if you're going to be facing Naam anyways, you're probably going to get to a point where you're going to have to lock down the castle if you don't kill Naam on the first try. Therefore, buying that teleport is literally just a vanity thing. And by doing that, I lost 2,500 gold that I could be spending on upgrades, that I could be spending on equipment. So, I want to be clear, it all means a mistake. Is just something I like doing, and therefore I do it. You have to have fun, or else these runs end up killing you. Alright, so I found Far Shores. I am leveraging my health, one, to do these cool little fairy chests and stuff, and two, to find the lilies, because I have found 0 lilies so far. Ooh, Dash Rune's pretty nice. So I could take one more hit with still being unkillable. Like, this next hit I can't not die from. Let me put it that way. So we're heading back into these rooms to look for lilies. Oop. Alright. Problem with these guys is with no non-magical means of attacking them, my magic build has very few means of fighting back. Alright. We got the lily. We are now at 80 health, which means there are in fact enemies here that can one-shot me. So I'm going to return to main menu as a safety measure. And then from this safety measure, I am going to go into the far shores. And that will give me my full health so that I'm prepared. And will keep me going. Alright. That's good. Alright. Here we go, jump. Let's go. Let's grab it. 302 health. Awesome. Well, at least I didn't take damage. It's not much damage here, but still it's damage. Okay. Whoop. There we go. Simple room. Alright. Got the jump heirloom. Good to go. Fortunately, we do not know where any of the lilies are. And the closest entrance is actually at the, well, the entrance. So we'll be using that. And while we're there, since we got the book, we can actually get damage boost. So we'll grab that as well. No lily yet. It's okay. Here's the lily. Awesome. And then just, we again return to main menu as the fastest route to get to Naam, because the throne rooms always have teleports in them. And this is the safest way to get to that. This is a way to guarantee you reach a teleport, basically. Make sure you don't have to take damage maneuvering around. Alright. So yeah, unless I do something horribly wrong, Naam's in the bag already. I can take 4 hits from Naam, which is far more than... far more than usual. Sorry about that loud clanging sound. My headphone fell out of my ear and landed, like, right next to the mic, so... Yeah, because of Naam's because of the boss's inability to be knocked back and their large hitboxes, I really cannot regenerate mana with Barbarian, which is sad. Which is why making it so that dash attacks and stuff actually regenerate some mana is very important to the playstyle for the future of Barbarians. Huh. There we are. Now let's charge up another shot put. Right, that refresh my shout. Yeah, I'm definitely doing poorly. Can't deny that. The fact that I'm at this low of health is all the evidence you need. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Well, at least we killed Naam with this life, even if that seems to be what's left of this life. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright. Well, we keep moving. We now get to Stygian Study. Now, optimally, you want to pop in the Stygian Study every once in a while to, like, face gaunt heads and stuff like that. But I mean, if you've been looking at our run, optimally was cut out long before we met Pizza Girl. Long before we met Pizza Girl. Which means the fact that we're buying this teleport from Pizza Girl says optimal was... It's not even our long lost cousin. What we have as a companion is Get There. And you know, that's a pretty good cousin. I appreciate him. Glad to have as a friend. And I missed meat because of that. That's funny. Oh well. I do appreciate the meat, just unfortunate. I might actually want to do that, but I'm gonna try to finish up this area first because I have the opportunity to finish this up. Yeah, looks like we're not going into the Stygian tier in this area because we got too fortunate here, and we want to actually leverage this life properly. Get ourselves gaunt heads. I'm pretty sure gaunt heads deal like 105 damage or so, so there's no difference between this health and full health against gaunt heads. Yeah, 105 damage. Oof. kill one and the other should be not an issue. There we are. Here we go. One down. There we go. Awesome. Got Gone Heads. Do have to get the Void Dash later, though. Now I'm going to switch over Gone Head's location on the splits, because I never get Void first, because of the routing is basically go left, because Gone Head's only ever left, and then you go up as well, because Enoch is always up. And just slowly routes itself after that. Problem is, Void Heirloom is generally to the right somewhere. So the routes don't mesh. Oh well. There we go. Found Enoch. That's good. Let's grab this as we can. Guess we can't. They've really changed that one up since last time I did it, which just shows that I haven't done this in a long time. Alright. Well, we keep moving. Ooh. Try not to wake up the Doomvis. Alright. We don't want to go too far right, because the there's a massive room that is always guaranteed in the far right, and we do not use it for our routing. Not anymore. Alright. Well, this was a successful life. If it wasn't the perfect one. Wind wall with mage. That is good. Alright, we're gonna buy a lot of equipment here. Actually gonna upgrade that. Equip that. And so now I can equip a better weapon. Like that. Awesome. So with that better weapon equipped, we can focus on mana instead of strength. And now we lock down the castle. Oh gosh darn it. Alright. That's okay. Little seconds upon seconds add up, but are not going to kill you. Oh man, I just realized the time. We're not doing this sub 1 hour even, are we? That's unfortunate. If we're not even doing this sub 1 hour, oof. Unfortunate run. Happens at times. Oh well. Konbawa Tapu-san. Thank you. How's it going, Suicune? This is our first run of the day, and it went south pretty darn fast. Fortunately, we are now getting Void Dash to help finish it off, but we are at, as you can see, we are now fighting sub 1 hour, and I think we're losing the fight. So, a bit unfortunate in that aspect, but otherwise, still a fun route. Oh my gosh. Current pace 1 hour? Yep. Current pace is 1 hour, 2 minutes. I just realized, yeah, I have the current pace visible. Duh. Alright. Unfortunate. As it may be, at least it's getting completed. Here. I like that little nook there. Alright. Current base 1 hour. Well, one run is no run. Next will be better. Yep. Exactly. Good afternoon, Freak State. How's it going, man? Appreciate you dropping by. My day... So other than this one run, which, I mean, we'll get better by the end, my day's been going good. How about your guys' days? How have you guys been doing? Do you know if the Successor's Bargain Relic resets, say if you leave a biome or cycle through relics elsewhere? So it used to reset? Like, it used to become a different relic? But I think that was a glitch that they patched out. So, it should stay. It should stay. So, like, one of the strategies is to fight the Successor's Bargain, then grab a Hyperion's Ring from another area, use that Hyperion's Ring to trigger the future Successor's Bargain. You get the money, and then you still... And then the ring triggers, and you're not dead yet. That's actually like a combo. So... Like, if a 100% run is feasible, it involves that combo there. Because it's a way to make money. As always, loud flashing warning. We have the windshield, so we have 2 wind walls going in, so... We have 2 big breaks of objects. Oh my gosh, I didn't press the wind wall button in time. Let's refill our magic first. There we go. So yeah, to your question, Freak States, I do not know, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen anymore. I'm pretty sure that issue that you're talking about was patched out in one of the recent patches. All right. Tuesday is new anime episode day, and the episode from the anime I watched was dope. Glad to hear, man. Glad to hear. I'm actually... So, as you guys know, I read... So, I'm going to say this. The one anime that I'm still paying attention to is My Hero Academia, and I'm paying attention to the manga. The recent chapter in the manga... Okay, so before I say this, I want to make sure, is there anyone in the chat who will get offended if I spoil some stuff from the manga? Because I kind of have to vent about it, I feel. Because it's not like it's a bad chapter or anything, it's just it did things that I really don't appreciate. Like, I understand why, I'm just kind of disappointed, you know? Today's precarious. High winds in California. My fence might fall over. Ugh. You'll leave Pyro Puffball? I'm sorry, I won't say it yet. Don't worry, Pyro Puffball. I'll wait for another time. Suiku doesn't like My Hero Academia, so he doesn't care. But yeah, Pyro Puffball, I'll wait for... if nothing else, I'm going to wait for this... run to be over, so I'm not facing the boss while talking about this. But I won't. Don't worry, I'll make sure not to spoil you. But yeah, My Hero Academia is kind of a... You like it or you don't. It's very much... It's following a certain formula, and if that formula is not for you, then, like, well, it's just perfecting a formula you don't like, so... You can't really make a... If you don't like pies, I'm not going to be able to bake a pie that you like by making a better pie, you know? That's one of the issues. But, yeah. Pyro Puffball, you are okay to jump in if you said I'll leave. I'm not saying it yet. I like the plot, but I just hate the main character. Yeah, so that kind of has to do with the issue now. That it has to deal with the main character. So yeah, I didn't see it before. I see it now. But yeah, generally like the theme for the story, but definitely I understand. Like the reason that the thing that drew me to My Hero Academia was not the protagonist, but yeah, so the thing that drew me to My Hero Academia was more of the world and the fact that it's an entire class of protagonists. The fact that the main protagonist wasn't really that intriguing. So, yeah. There's actually a joke that is, that he does have a quirk, and it's his superpowered tears, because of how many, visual gags they use with those. Because, yeah, I understand. He cries. He doesn't cry as much as they say he does. But he definitely cries too much, especially in the first two episodes. The bird demon man is pretty freaking rad. Oh, right. You guys... Wait, bird demon. Are we talking about, are you talking about the Nomu? Or are you talking about, like, hawks? Or... Yeah, they introduced hawks in the anime, so I don't have to... Oh! Yeah, Tsukiyomi. Yeah, that guy's pretty awesome. Yeah. Won't spoil anything, but yeah, he's pretty freaking awesome. God, one of my favorite characters. So, good taste, man. Good taste. Ah, just too late. Just too early. Alright, get out. Oh. Alright. Is there no music? I can't really hear the... Maybe... Okay, now I hear the music. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. Alright. Wait for the flurry of fireballs. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, damn it, leave it time. That's okay. So those things only deal 24 damage versus the 70 or 80 of the boss itself. So if you have to choose, yeah, 88 from the boss. So if you have to choose, you take those little explosions on the side over the boss's projectiles. If you had to pick a favorite character from My Hero Academia, it would be, it would have to be Frog Girl. Froppy, yeah. Yep, definitely a good character. Definitely a good character. I think I finished Season 3 of the anime, but just haven't found the time since then. Alright, well, Season 3, Episode 10, like, that was the season to watch. That was... The end of the arc is... Like, the end of that arc is the end of the era, which means if you're coming for that style of manga... It's before the big changes start happening, so it's a pretty legit point to, like, finish off. So, Season 3 was a good point to get to. Like, when I had a friend that was in MHA, I'm just like, I want to watch Season 3 with you, and you can do the rest on your own. You can watch the tournament arc, you can watch all of this on your own. But, yeah. All right. But yeah, yeah, I still haven't said it because I still want to wait till I have a good time to say it and get my thoughts. You know, I should be thinking about precisely how I want to word my thoughts, my issues with the recent chapter. Yeah, no, the tournament arc was good. It was just like, just compared to season 3, the like, no, the starting things, maybe it's because I don't have as much taste, but like the starting arcs in My Hero Academia are great. Just not like, it's just good action. It's just good story, enough story, good action along the way. Like, it's not that I dislike arc 2. It's because it's just that I liked arc 3 that much. So, like in the tournament arc, yeah, fights were interesting and half, and yeah, the Fire and Ice guy was really interesting, and yeah, he has a good story arc and stuff like that. Like, no, the tournament arc is a good arc. It's just the One for All for One was a like turning point in the story. Yeah, Todoroki, there we are. Like, he is a cool character and all that. And his story arc is great. They flesh it out more. Like, by the way, I think I die in the next hit, so I gotta be careful. Okay, now I definitely die in the next hit. So I'm gonna wait till this is over. Oh, this is not the corner to get into. Oh, I got lucky. Whew. I'm getting a little lucky here, so... Which is not a good thing to be getting when you're in this bad of a run, to be requiring luck. I shielded that. Ah. Oh yeah, the one the fandom goes crazy about. They go crazy about a few characters, but... Unfortunately, it seems like Enoch's being an issue again. I thought I fixed my problems with Enoch. I thought we made an agreement. But apparently, Enoch is still being an issue for me. Barbarians, they have a lot of issue with Phase 1, but if I could get past Phase 1, Phase 2, the Labrys is really well designed as a weapon against him. So, just the massive damage, there are these gaps where you can hit him. The spin attack during his running animation, just guarantee the entire dash is dealing damage. It's just this phase that the character has problems with, that the class has issues with. But yeah, I like Todoroki, and as they continued the story, Bakugo is also a good character as well. So, like, I think that's the theme, that, like, as the story progressed, I liked Deku less and less, and liked the supporting cast more and more. And, yeah, just, like, you know, they're all well-fleshed characters with their own stories and stuff. You know, I mean, of course they are, but... like, because they're not just, I want to do good because it's a good thing to do. It's, like, you know, it feels more real motivations. Like, because of my suffering, I want to fight this way. Because of, like, the way people treated me, I need to act this way. Like, it feels human in a way that the main character doesn't, is a good way to describe it. Main character is Mr. Do good for good's sake, which I know they exist, don't you worry, I'm not, like, blind to the good in humanity, it's just... it's hard to relate to. I'm gonna take this... Yep, that was actually intentional damage. Because it's the 23 instead of the 80, so... Alright. I did in the fight with the one anti-hero. Oh, are you talking about Stain? Ida and Stain, yeah. The Stain arc is just really, like... It asks a lot, like... In a world of heroes, like, what is a vigilante? And... Yeah, Deku is just, like... He is the Superman in a world of interesting Batman-esque characters. It's not bad. It's good that there's someone like that in the world, or else the world becomes bleak. But, like, you only need one, and they knew it because they only have one. So just, yeah, when you compare him to the others, like, his struggle just seems so... I don't know how to explain it, just... generic, I guess. Generic hero versus, like, what was it, in Act 2, in the tournament arc, the guy who became a hero because he was tired of people calling his power perfect to be a villain, or whatever. The guy that hated being, like, seen as a monster just by what he can do. Like, the guy who could control minds. Like, that was a really interesting concept. I like that. Like, there's cool concepts like that in the future arcs. I definitely appreciate the future arcs, but there's just... Yeah, I'll explain my issues once we're done with this run, so... We're gonna wait for this run to finish. We're gonna get our times. Definitely went over an hour, unfortunate. Okay. So never. Well, we just got there, Suicune. Never is now. Expect the impossible. Expect the impossible. Alright. Sir Betty. Alright. Nice to see you again. I'll do laundry or something. Yeah, okay, so I'm trying to keep this within 10 minutes, but yeah. Never. Okay, so now I'm going into it, so do mute yourself, Pyro Puffball. I will... If I am starting my next run, that means it's alright to come in. So, one of the big things with one of the recent arcs is they had the big fight where they were introducing the new great villain. And like all the heroes plus the students, they're all working together fighting this thing. And one of the issues is that Deku is trying to take the brunt of the burden himself, because he's that sort of hero. And, like, literally, someone nearly dies trying to tell him, hey, you don't have to do this on your own. Fight with us, sort of thing. And, like, he's not really learning his... So, like, all the others are saying, like, work with us. We're all working together on this. You don't have to bear this burden alone. And in this last chapter, he basically just was like, nope, this entire thing's my fault. I'm going to face it on my own. And they did... This chapter, they finally did the time jump. They moved forward in the story to where they're actually heroes because they wanted to finish the story. I'm just like, but there's so many plot threads we need to cover with all the different characters. There's all this stuff that hasn't been addressed that I want to see addressed because I love all the I love all the characters in the class. And we never addressed them because we just left and did the time skip. And with that, Deku is very much... He's bearing the burden on his own. Instead of, like, the whole point of this is you're supposed to be working together. It's not... And, like, it's just, like... So in addition to him doing a lot of bad character stuff, it's this whole story theme that's, like... The whole thing is I love the slow development. I love him growing. I love watching this growth. And they just did the time jump and just like, alright, all these problems happened. Are they gonna get solved? Nope. Time skip. Ugh. That annoys me. It annoys me. It's like, they did reveal this is the final arc, so for whatever reason, this is the end. This is gonna come, it's drawing near, so, did they run out of time? I would have wanted more time. I want more time, and that saddened me, that we are not getting more time. I wish they had more time to develop. I understand if they have to go to the end, this is a good way to give him one last thing Deku needs to learn, that the other heroes can teach them. I get that. I just don't like it. I wish we were developing slowly. I wish that Bakugo's words got to him. That sort of stuff. It's like so much changed, and it's like we didn't get time to settle back in. It just all broke apart, and now we're coming into the climax. I'm like, that's not how It's like this. It's like My Hero Academia ended, and now we just have this climactic story. So I'm gonna read it. I'm just like, they're expecting me to have all this intensity of how does it end? I'm just like, it ended a while ago. It stopped being what it was when they decided to pull that stunt. It's not exactly jumping the shark. It's just the tonal change shifted so severely. It's not the anime I got into. It's not the manga I got into, and I don't appreciate that. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Whoops. Anyways, Pyro Puffball, I hope you left. I hope you're finally finished with laundry. We are good. You're good to come back in. You're good to come back in, Pyro Puffball. Hopefully you didn't get spoiled. Alright. That potion could have actually helped. Oh well. Alright. You making a few mistakes at the intro. That's okay. Intro is where if you're going to make mistakes, because intro you don't take damage. So thank you for letting me vent about that a bit. Even if, like, I know it's not an anime you watch, or you had to, or like in one person's case, they had to leave. But thank you for letting me vent about that. Just, it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me that that was the decision they made. I mean, better for that to happen than, but still. All right. Ooh. Don't want bow and arrow. Found Lamech. You know what? We're going to teleport. Well, we don't need to teleport back to the front. We could just go right. There we are. Oop. Oh. I was planning to jump off of the axe, but just barely wasn't close enough yet. So, got punished for it. I'm confident enough. I'm getting punished for my confidence. Oop. Oop. By the way, I made a new Japanese friend today. Dude, awesome! How'd you, like... Are you over in Japan right now? Or did you just, like, make... Oh my god. Oh my god. That is an early death, and early deaths are terrible for this. But yeah, how'd you make a new Japanese friend? Just, like, pen pals? Or, like... I don't really You wish you were over in Japan. Yeah, I bet you do. Like, Japan's a cool place, from what I hear. Alright. But, yeah, did you just, like, meet him online or something? Like, Like, the way I make friends that are in... Oh, you do Japanese streams on Twitch. Ah, that's very smart. That's also a good way to learn other languages. I never even considered that. Yeah, I just know filthy English. Yeah. Okay, so we have to recover from that death. Oh my gosh. Some days are like this. That's all I can say, because I have no excuse for how bad this has been going. Ooh. Ah, ability was ready, and I was dashing through, just not in time. Great. Don't die again. Like, that's gonna be very sad if I die again. Can't air dash. Gotta actually pick that up for health. Jeez. These last 2 lives have been pretty misfortunate. Alright. Alright, dual blades. Let's get some damage output. And they understand English but does not speak it. Well, as a lot of Japanese, we talked about Twitter, they want... Oh, so you became... So you're helping her to learn English, she's helping you learn Japanese? That's very cool. So, basically that whole pen pal state, I would say, just... Not exactly immediate. It was through Twitch still, first. That's cool. That's really cool. Good for you, man. Good for you. Oh my gosh. Finally found it. We're a little behind in that, and I'm a little nervous given our situation, but we're gonna try our best. Awesome. Dude. Come on. There you are. There we are. We have good frontline damage. It's just the matter of getting into the position where our damage kicks in. Hey, Freak State. Yep, I've been trying out... So one of the things that I'm trying out every time the Assassin's Blades are offered at the shop, I pull them up, see how they feel. They feel pretty nice, but we're gonna have to figure it out as we go. Oh, dude, the distractions are totally worth it. I prefer hanging out with you guys than getting the runs. So it's not like if you're in a position where like this run is going to be huge PB or something like that, I will keep focused. Like, don't you worry about me. You have your fun, and if I get distracted, that is my fault for distracting myself. But yeah, so you now have multiple online friends. You hope to one day invite them over for some ramen. That'd be nice. Alright. Ah, what am I doing? Definitely moving around awkwardly. Oh my gosh, the Assassin's Blades, because it deals 9 damage and they divide by 10, only the last blade actually dealt damage while he was in that phase. Which is actually kind of funny. Why do I keep missing my shield timing? I used to never miss my shield timing. I don't think they made a patch to make it harder. Again. Alright, but seeing how Germany tightens the lockdown once again, I will not be able to travel to Japan anytime soon. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Alright. Okay. But yeah. Glad to hear you're having, like one of the things is having friends in, other areas of the world is one of the things I would like to be able to do more. Good talk, Suikud. Ah, right. Freak State didn't... I'm assuming you didn't know where you were. Okay. But yeah, yeah, definitely, the ability, like, the fact that the internet has allowed the world to basically interact at a much greater extent than it used to, pretty freaking awesome, and one of the things that I need to explore a bit more. But, yeah, usually it's just through video games is how I do those connections, so. Alright. I'm going to go over here, and we're going to head to those other areas to go find the book. I'm leveraging my health to just find the book. That's it. Air dashes. Welcome home, buddy. Alright. Found book. Leveraged properly. Good job, me. Oof. Just deep breaths. Let's recover. We can recover this run. We have good equipment to pull it off. Or good. I'm going to consider the blade shift a relic, but yeah, we have a good relic to help us get back and do this run. Let's take advantage of that. Let's get back in this run. Alright. Sorry, doggo. You're not coming inside after how much you fought to get out last time. Maybe if I die again, and this is a bad run, I'll let you in. But that ain't happening inside this heirloom. Just not enough damage thrown around to allow that. I started learning the 2 primary writing systems of Japanese again. Gosh, I've gone so rusty. I mean, you knew them. That's a step above people like me. So that's pretty impressive. I didn't like. I think one's like kanji, and I don't know what the other one is called even. But yeah, like you're doing some discovery, man. And that's good. Like you're learning things as you're going, which is something I'm not doing enough of, I feel. So, good for you, man. Good for you, sweet. Good for you. Glad to hear it, too. Hiragana and katakana are the first 2 you need to learn. Everything else is based on those 2. Alright, good to know. Hiragana and katakana. I've heard those names before, I just... You know, you don't practice it. I've only heard it from other things, so... Ah, couldn't get above, but it's alright. Alright. Keep it moving. Hiragana is 46 layers, katakana 46 layers. They are literally the same, but katakana is used for foreign words. Huh. What do you mean foreign words? Like, if someone has, like, an armchair or something like that? Like, I don't understand. It's okay. I don't understand because I don't know. Because I haven't done any practice or anything like that, so. Alright, 46 letters. Huh. Gosh darn it. I was trying to shield through, but I still had invincibility frames, and then I got hit after the invincibility frames dried out. Alright, can't die. Gotta grab book. Unfortunate. Yeah, these last 2 runs have been pretty poor. Oh! Darn hammers. Hitting like a truck. And we're doing that because we're going to have to be... Alright. So, for example, my name. Japanese is phonic language. They use syllables as letters. So, Robert. So, my name Robert would be Roboto. Well, arigato, Mr. Roboto. So, it's just 3 letters. Roboto. Alright. Yes, sorry for the face palm. Sorry for causing the face palm, but you knew it had to be. You knew it had to be done. You knew it had to be done. When your name phonically was Roboto, you knew it had to be done. Aw, 22 damage, that's okay. I freaking love you, that was funny as frick. Glad to hear. Just... You see those openings, you have to take them. You have to take those openings when you find them, man. That's how comedy works. Aw. At the very least, that's how my comedy works. Oop. There we go. Definitely took longer than I wanted, but we did it. But yeah, Japanese would write their names in kanji or hiragana, but my name would be in katakana since it's foreign. Huh, that's interesting. Interesting. Does that mean that if you like became a Japanese citizen, you could get a new name in hiragana or something like that? Or like, I don't know. It's interesting, but it's interesting because I have a lot of questions, I guess would be a way of saying it. Because it's just, yeah, the idea that you have an entire additional alphabet for the foreign languages, it just somewhat baffling to me. Because, I mean, it makes sense because I only know English, so one alphabet, but still, it's just, There's all these questions. Like, back when I took French, like, how do you know whether an object is masculine or feminine? You just have to assume? Alright. Ah, didn't hit the ground fast enough to use that again. There we go. Alright, so I will be reading all the messages once I finish this boss fight. Alright. There we go. Alright. I don't know for sure, but I think if you marry a Japanese and take their last name, you therefore would get kanji or hiragana. Okay. Nobody expects the Kraken Edge Inquisition VIP Prime Gaming Tuxwolf K. Have a good one. Then, alright. Then guys, I was like, wait, gosh darn it, I messed up my raid message. Let's try this again. Nobody expects the Kraken Inquisition. By the way, how's it going, Tuxwuff? Welcome to the channel. I'm not sure if you've come in before. You have the Krakens like little flashing, but yeah, we're just doing speed runs. I don't know. Recently, these runs haven't been going so well. We're kind of recovering right now. You can see the plus 4 minutes. Hoping we get a little lucky. There is definitely enough room for variance in this game, so we're hoping we're gonna get lucky. Came on my raid. Awesome. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Ah, oh my gosh. Oh, there's not even a path there. It's just a chest. I don't need chests. I need salute. Ah. All right. Far Shores, stop hiding from me. I need your heirloom. Alright. Let's go down. Alright. Well, at least if you're gonna die after you can purchase the after you can purchase the architect. That's at least a good thing. So now I can teleport over there. Thank goodness. And it's either crippling intellect or a ranger. So we're gonna go with this ranger, and we're gonna turn him into a barbarian. Either that, or let's turn him into a Valkyrie. Get good with a Valkyrie. Now we'll do barbarian. I'm more comfortable with the barbarian. We need a comfort pick to recover, not a... Oh, let's buy equipment first. Alright. Only the leather helm available. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, we have enough health. Barbarian plus leather helm being all we have. We better have enough health. Alright. I finally beat Bravely Default 2's main story. Dude, sick. Good for you, man. Took me 70 hours. Yeah, I bet. Surprised you did it in under 100 hours, man. Good sub 100 hour speedrun, man. Alright. Alright. Well, Tuxwuff, if you have any questions about this game, feel free to ask. I try to answer questions while the run's going. Oh, he got the good ending. Awesome. Oh my gosh, what am I... Well. Okay. Turns out that wasn't enough health. Because... Yeah, recently, for some reason... And I saw him getting all the endings. Jeez. Ugh. For some reason, I'm not doing as well as I usually do with these runs today. Did one earlier that went over an hour, so... Okay, Far Shores. We got Far Shores. Let's just grab it now. Not take any risks. Still have to find Naam after this. Yeah, there are like 3 endings, and it was very confusing. You saw through all the struggles, all the frustrations, all the challenges, every single thing that occurs inside of a game like that. What was it? Chrono Trigger, I think, had like 64 endings or something like that, and I didn't really... You're gonna be right back, alright. But yeah, I remember Chrono Trigger had like something like 64 endings, and basically my brother got one of them, and then when he had, because it was his game, when I finally got to play, he asked if I can get one of the bad endings so that he could see what it's like what a bad ending looks like in these games, because we're so used to always getting the good ending that realizing there was a bad ending was interesting. The problem was, it meant doing things on my file that I didn't like not doing. Like, for example, I killed one of the characters that becomes an ally if you just talk to him, but to get the bad ending, I had to kill him. I'm just like... yeah. Oof. It's kind of why I haven't been Chrono Trigger, because I just didn't feel comfortable with that, but... Oh well. Chrono Trigger was fun while it lasted. Alright. Now we gotta go find Naam. And in that process, kind of get lucky. Right. Oof. Deep breaths. Finish it off. Do it right. Whew. we're going to use this entrance, and my focus is to find Naam. I also need to find... I did not find a single lily yet, so that's also an issue I need to address. So, let's get to work. Like, my next 3 rooms needs to be, like, Lily, Naam for me to stay on track. So, not exactly appreciating that. Alright. So, yeah. As for Suiku's language learning, it's tough, and I stopped for some months because of personal reasons, but now that I know I have some Japanese friends, I really want to start again. And yeah, definitely awesome that you're doing that, man. Freaking amazing. Impressed with you. Can't wait to hear the results of that. And neither of those rooms can be lilies because they have only 1 screen in size, so I'm just going to ignore them. The power of a barbarian. Should probably make use of it. But yeah. Definitely cool that you're learning those languages like that, and that you have friends that you could use them with. And what did I say? The next 3 rooms have to basically be Lily, Naam. I think it took us 4 rooms, but like... My gosh, that was good for us. If we get a lucky, if we get a lucky, Stiggy and Study, we might be able to just come right back into this game. Good save this run. Oop. Alright. There we are. Ooh. Careful. Well, it's better than taking the hit from Naam. Doesn't mean it's good, but especially when you immediately follow up by taking a hit from Naam. There we are. Plus 2 days. Alright. I think I'm going to use your stream to learn the alphabets. Perfect time, and it keeps me motivated. Glad to hear. Yeah, feel free to, like, put all your information in the stream to, like, try to practice with, man. Feel free. Plus 2 days of break, which is like the perfect schedule. Beautiful. Glad to hear it, man. Alright. Well, we have enough health to be alive with 1 HP the Dream versus the Gomheads, I think. I think we have enough that much health. We might die in 1 hit. And we're definitely dying to one hit with those void projectiles, so... That is a way to the left, but it's a scary way. So we're going to take this less scary looking way. And we get rewarded. We either die in one hit or we barely survive. I can't remember which, unfortunately. And that seems pretty important to know, which is the other unfortunate thing. Whew. Oop. Made it through. Oop. Awesome. No hits, gone heads. Feels good. Feels good, man. Alright. Oop. Alright, now we're looking for the Void Dash. And while we're at it, we will look up. Thank you for the excellent fight, Freak State. Whew. Yeah, so I need to head right, looking for the Void Dash. While I'm looking for the Void Dash, I will... keep going up so I could run into the Enoch's room whenever possible. Oh my gosh, apple. Yes, delicious. Well, I guess we're not going up right now. Shot the projectile a little earlier than I expected. Oh, no. This is not the room to be in. Thank you, freezing abilities. And yeah, because all the paintings trigger... Didn't see that until it was too late. Oh well. Well, we have all those rooms above us that we can start maneuvering around. Hero Complex? Oh, but chronic fatigue syndrome's very painful. New items by the docks. Let's check it out real fast. A Warden trinket. Right, right. There we are. You're locked down. Good. Alright. So, this character is going to be our explorer. If this was Lady Dora, I'd be all down for it. Basically, because they cannot heal from the heirloom, their job is basically to just find Enoch and find Murmur. And then they could find the heirloom if they still have life for it, but... Know your goals. Set expectations. Whoop. Well, those void balls are really not friendly. Though void balls are not really known for being friendly, so it's alright. They're just doing their task. Jail Warden isn't exactly known for being friendly. It's known for being effective. Wow. Thank goodness for Hero Complex, we'd already be dead. Otherwise. Okay. Yeah, that definitely... So that is definitely a glitch. You can... They accidentally made it so you can dash through those void balls, even if you don't have Void Dash. Alright, found the heirloom. Let's find Enoch. Yep, knew it. Since he can't heal up, I'm actually going to leave that there and try to find Murmur with the rest of this character's life, because they can't even heal from it anyways. Just gotta find Murmur, and then you can suicide. Whew. Ooh, there's fire at the top. Alright, path keeps going. So keep going with the path. Where can Enoch even be? Way to the left there. That's where Enoch can be. Alright, we're going to try to get through with Enoch. And we're going to try to get through to Murmur. And if it doesn't work, we'll get the Void Dash in the process. But that's a very scary entrance to Murmur. Which is unfortunate. Which is very much unfortunate. Whoop. Keep it moving. Keep it calm. Keep it collected. Oh well. Well, we know Murmur's over there at the very least. So we have all the rooms basically found. We'll grab the basic beat stick, sword plus fireball. And we'll finish it off. Quite the opposite of an optimal room placement. Yeah, it's not the least optimal room placement, but it is pretty poor. Can't deny that. So yeah, one of the things why I like to go to the outer edges is, as you can see in the center, there are some rooms I never went to, but I don't have to. I know that because of Murmur, the way Murmur's layout is, I know for a fact that room up and to the right of me right now cannot be Murmur. And since we already found Gauntheads and Enoch, and, you know, all the other important rooms, I can already rule those out. Alright. Found Murmur. Now we go to the throne. And we have all the rooms found that we need. Which is good. Now it's just a matter of getting it done. Definitely behind. We're actually already behind schedule. I just realized it's 7. We're at 37 minutes and the PB is 36, so... Oh well. I did say I needed a good room placement to recover, and yeah. Wasn't the best room placement, but we managed. We did manage. At the very least. Okay. Let's see, do we have... There we are. Oof. I just realized this entire run has been done, and either that one dude who wanted to avoid MHA spoilers really needed those dishes washed, or... Also, Thorza has not been available to watch the vids for quite a while. I hope he's alright. I can still got... You know what? I'm probably going to do that after this. Okay. Well. Alright. Deep breaths. Bright flashing warning as always. Boom. Woo! I just assumed it'd be ready. I didn't realize I thought a second to go. I got a little lucky there. Thank you for sending dash orbs instead of these. Really appreciate it, honestly, Murmur. There we go. Murmur was friendly, though. Murmur was very friendly. Glad to see. Alright. Well. Man. When you get a leather trinket off of Murmur, you know you don't open as many chests as other people do. But that's what a speedrun is. I just find it kind of funny. I'm still completing the leather set while everyone... Yeah. Alright. Well, here we go. Just do Enoch properly this time. Here. Ah. That was an uncomfortable room. Set of sets. Alright, well I think Enoch's dead before he can get off the next attack. Alright. Was correct, but by like frames. Alright. Well, I can take 2 hits and not be dead. Unsweating my hands. Well, that fireball missed. There we go. Alright. At least we did it. Not the best run, but... Hey. Okay. It's okay. GG. Thank you, Hydor7. How's your day been going, by the way? Ah, didn't keep it sub 20 in real time. But 40-20. Glad to see it, Hydor. Glad to hear it. Alright. Just like there are a few things I need to do. First off. There we go. That's one. Is there anything else I need to do? Kraken style. Awesome. There we go. How's your day? Pretty good. We have been doing some bad runs, so that's kind of disappointing. Matter of fact, I'm going to do another run right now, just because I don't like ending on bad runs. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, I'm okay ending on bad runs. I'm not okay with all of my runs being bad in a day, when I know I can do more. Honestly, that last run wasn't too bad. It was just, I know I can do better. Alright. Well. But yeah, once we're done with this run today, we are going over to do some cow time drafts. Oh. So, after that. Oh. Let's go then. Good luck. I'll do it. The RNG gods are fickle. Always fickle. Always fickle. Whew. But the way you... Just because... The thing is, you gotta learn to love them when they're... What's it? Lady Luck is called a lady for a lot of reasons. One of those is the phrase, if you don't like me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So you gotta love luck when it's at its worst. You gotta learn how to laugh with it so that you'll get to the best when the time comes around. Fortune favors the bold and the brave. Also the stupid, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Dr. Bluff, well, I gotta go, but I shall do this before I go. Thank you for the follow, man. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy watching my stuff. Feel free to come out anytime. I mean, I'm pretty sure every streamer will say that, but... Whoop. Whoop. Have a good one. See you later. See you, man. Oh, can't dash in the air. That's the first thing. That's... What? What? This is... Okay. We found the entrance, guys. Okay. Really weird formatting here. Whew. Nope. Got the shield back. That's good. I can just do that. What happens over here? Nothing. Alright. I don't think I would ever get into RL2 speedrunning. I love to nuke bosses. Yeah, you gotta learn how to just, like, dance with a boss. Let it do its thing, and you just do yours, and yours is better. Which, versus... almost. Almost got myself all the way. Walked the dog across. Alright, we're just gonna kill you naturally. So we're... Okay. So we have both teleports right here. Which is nice. Except, I still need to find certain items in Axis Mundi before I drop out into the next areas. Alright. So, I'd really appreciate getting Dash Heirloom, if nothing else. Lamech I can find later. Lamech I can learn to find later if you really want me to do that game. Problem with blind drops. Well, the entire castle is down and to the left, it seems. So, really messes with my usual routing. Yeah. Glad to hear you respect speedrunners. It definitely takes a lot of work. Honestly, I'm at the bottom tier of, like, what a lot of speedrunners do. I've only put in, like, 200 hours in this game. I hear people that, like, that run old games that they easily go above in the thousands. So, yeah, when you compare... Oh. Then again, this game isn't out yet, so... I'll get to the thousands by the time the real speedruns begin. Ooh. I'm glad to hear. You respect speedrunners, and speedrunners respect their viewers. So, glad to have you, Hydor. Alright, we have a dash heirloom. That's good. That is good. And while we are kind of negative on those points, we do have most of this place filled out. So once we find Lamech, which I have a sense that Lamech isn't going to be very far from where we are already. Once we grab him, this run is going to start looking good again. There we are. That was a nice little shield bash there. We be ready when the game comes out. Heck yes, man. Heck yes. Gonna be fighting for number 1 while other people are still fighting to learn it in the first place. Gonna be good. Whew. Whew. Gosh, it took me 5 minutes to figure out one simple sentence in hiragana. Jeez. Sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes. Even when you know it, sometimes your brain just farts. Sometimes your brain's just like, nope, we're not doing that today. This is a straightforward puzzle. Sometimes the square... sometimes the square hole, the squares don't fit into it nicely. And you realize after a while that that's not the square hole you're poking into. Life sometimes. My reading speed is not where I want it to be. Nope, nope, nope. Neither is mine, but I'm talking about English. You're talking about foreign language. Oh. A little bit of a mistake there, but it's okay. Alright. Oop. There we are. There we go. I need to get out of here. Alright. Finish up this fight before I get the mech taken down. Oop. Ah, why am I doing dashing into that? Making a bunch of stupid mistakes, but it's okay. Well, it's generally okay. Not exactly best case. Alright. That damage actually is significant. I should have just shielded. I knew the fight was nearly over. Should have just used the shield. Used that technique. Well, next sense, here we go. Be back in 10. Alright, hope for the best, man. But yeah. So if I was at 115, I could have felt comfortable going into the Stygian study and looking for Gone Heads. But with the damage I took, I think I'm going to keep going here and just look for the book instead. Which is unfortunate. Unoptimal route, but hey. Hey, we found it. I do not dare, at 71 health, at one shot range, go into the Stygian study. Not when I need the Echo Kick, not when I've had bad runs today. I want to go consistent. And consistent means get the health, get the money to buy the Architect. Oh my god. I just realized. I think it might actually be optimal, after getting Echo Kick here, to go face Gone Heads. It might actually be optimal to go in there. As much as I don't want to speedrun a game in my life, I love speedrunning techniques. Yeah. Are we talking about, like, the glitches, or are we talking about just, like, the practice wall kicks and stuff? Like, are we talking, like, Legend of Zelda, backwards in time glitches and stuff like that? Or are we talking, what do I say? Are we talking, like, the precise one-frame inputs maneuvers? Because this has neither. I hate to tell you this, but our big tricky maneuver is actually adapting to whatever nightmare comes at us, not doing it in one frame. Okay. But yeah, in case you're wondering, I've only ever speedrun this game. I'm planning to get into more, so, like, there's a starting point. Thorza! Welcome back, man! It's been a long time! How's it been going? How... You doing alright? It's been a while. Oop. Gosh, it's been a while, Thorza. How's things at school? How are those going? Because... that story, we never got the conclusion of that over here, so we've been kind of worried about you, man. Because you were worried about yourself. Ooh. Oh, if I got that, I could have actually jumped over. Oh well. Alright. Well, that's not the damage I want to take. But we still going, boys. Alright, there's the draw distance. Gosh, everyone just shows up. Here, how's it going, vibes? Ooh. Anything from Wind Bombs and Breath of the Wild to how you could skip a whole area in Hollow Knight is liked. Awesome. Alright. Move. Ooh. I'm gonna do that just because I don't know where the water is. Thanks, Blobfish. Thanks for the damage. I appreciate it. Oh my god, Meat, thank you. I always appreciate you, Meat. Don't you let anyone tell you otherwise. Oop. Oh, there we are. Alright, we're gonna beat the boss with only taking 1 hit. Or we're actually gonna take 0 hits. Got it? Everyone got that? Alright. So actually, Hydor, we do appreciate the meat even when we're vegan, but we appreciate it from a distance. So, but yes, I understand the concern. Ah, alright. Well, no more hits allowed. No more. Get me out of there. There we go. Barrett's gone. Oh, thank goodness. Gonna be sad I'm having to use my book now, but I'd rather use that than go into the forest with 46 health. Alright. So, Thorza, it is fine. Just now police guard the entrance and also kid slap me today. Yep. The kid slapping you is just part of schools, so hopefully they didn't slap too hard. And yeah, Thorza, apparently they released the thing on Saturday, is my understanding. And it wasn't last Saturday. They're not really in contact with me. They'll just do it when they're ready. So, prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Hope that theme goes well. We're expecting it on a Saturday. I was expecting it last Saturday, but now that it's this Saturday, now it's this coming Saturday is when I'm expecting it. And we're gonna go in despite the health, because even if we die, which we found far sure is like a boss, but even if we die, we just come back with a stronger character, because we now have the money to buy an architect. So this is no longer a dead run. This runs live as live can be. Okay, not that live, but still pretty live. Oof. Whew. For me, it is Tuesday right now. I know for a lot of you guys, it's Wednesday. Don't worry. When I get any heads or tails of the theme going on, when it occurs, I will be informing everyone. It will be everywhere for a few days for me. I'm certain of it. There we go. There we go. Good, it's Tuesday for me. Good. Yep, I know a lot of people... Gosh. I wonder if Pacific time is literally just like... And the guys just before us, are we the last people that live in Tuesday? Are we the last people... that always makes me curious. Like, how do we decide when the next day? Who's the guy who says, alright, it's Monday first for us? We're the ones who are going to wake up and get to work today. Like, I wonder how they defined a lot of those latitudinal lines of which time zone does what. Just interesting thoughts. Alright. Going through here with double jump is very nice, gotta say. Especially when I'm used to having to do this without it, so... You think Japan is first, but do you know? Dodge the doggo at the very... Oh, what? I thought there was... Okay, it's another one down there. Alright. Here we are. Alright, found one lily. Also, the names of the days are based off, like, Greek demigods and stuff. Like, I know the months of the year is definitely based off of that. I didn't know the days were also based off of that. Alright. I think it's because the sun always shines from east to west. And so are they... Okay. I gotta focus on this big scary room that just popped up, and then I'll read that comment. Alright. Because the sun always shines from east to west, so our days start with the sun rising. Not to mention, Japan is the land of the rising sun. That is also a thing to consider. You know, it is actually optimal, instead of facing this boss, I teleport over to the other area and use this life to explore, and then use the next life, whatever it is, to go on a boss rush. So that was actually unoptimal starting this fight. Oh well. Unoptimal doesn't mean solid. It just means I could do better. Whew. Ah, there was one down there that I didn't get. Unfortunate. That guy got close. No, hug. Messed up my timing because of that freeze frame. Unfortunate. Well, might die here. Definitely want to kill this before I retire. I can. Right. A little unfortunate. Shit was active. That was good. It's going okay. Woo! Okay, that was dangerous. That was a scary one. Alright, get the money. There we are. We don't need... Maybe we don't even need to explore much. We just find that void bell. That would be nice. Alright. Yep. Let's look for the void bell. If that occurs, we have a good life. It's a wonderful life. Though then again, it might just be good to go find Gone Heads, so we have the warp. Oh my gosh. If I fell to the bottom, that would have been a troublesome room. Be careful. Alright. We're gonna hold off on using that room. Oh my gosh. With this apple, I think I could face Gone Heads and not die instantly. Yeah, I think I survived one hit with like 2 health. Awesome. Whoop. Gone Heads. Here we are. Whew. So yeah, Gone Heads aren't exactly threatening. It's just if they hit you once, they deal somewhere between 105 and 110 damage. So they don't one-shot you per se, but they definitely deal the most damage. There we are. What's your favorite class in the new game? I love how they made them so various. Mine are Gunslinger and Chef. Those are both two classes that are pretty popular. Mine are Knight, but first is Barbarian. And a lot of people don't like Barbarian. I love it. The problem is, the main issue with the Barbarian right now is they gain no mana off of their spin attack. That is the only thing holding the Barbarian back right now. If that was changed, the Barbarian would just, I think, would be my favorite class. At this point, so one of the things is, with a lot of the changes, they've been taking away the Barbarian's identity as a tank and focusing in on the Labrys being this awesome theme. Which, by all means, Labrys is awesome, and if they could get another, like, I feel like Chef is becoming more of the tank class than Barbarian. Alright. Well, we did a lot with this character. As you can see by the 715 gold. Alright. Wind Wall. And we're just gonna go with that. Alright. Buy a lot of stuff today. Okay. Alright, I did 7 sentences in Japanese and my brain is dead. Not surprised. Not surprised. Impressive, sir. Impressive. But yeah. Basically, for the runs right now, you just basically always go Knight. But Barbarian is definitely, like, a personal favorite of mine. We're gonna quickly buy some stuff at the docks, make sure we can afford everything at the docks. Do I even... Sure. There we are. Here. Hador is now about to give some advice on how to do sentences in Japanese. That's at least my guess. He's telling Suiku to do what I do. Go to Apex Japanese streamers and practice your Japanese there. Hey man, hey man. Not exact. So Hador, that's not exactly a way off from what he does. He does watch Japanese streamers, from my understanding, and so, well, not Apex. I think that's basically what he does. Man, kids in this area love dealing damage. It's their favorite pastime. Okay, I really need to get a teleport because there's no teleports nearby. Oh my gosh, I have a wind wall. Make that easier on myself. Make sure I don't die randomly. Oh no, that's the result. That reads my resolve below 100. Alright. Well, we have reduced health. Alright, we have a teleport. Thank God. That's why I needed. If there's one thing I needed, it was a teleport. There are paths over there. I killed the thing in the center, so I can just drop like that. Ooh. I knew it. There would be an enemy up here. Mimics. Mimics. Alright. Gosh. 2 of them are Apex streamers, the other 2 are Overwatch and Minecraft. Japanese, they love Apex Legends. They really love that game. It's insane. Minecraft is a great idea. They don't really need to focus on Minecraft as much as Apex. Problem with it is that I can practice writing and listening, but not reading or memorizing stuff efficiently. So do that on the side now. We're gonna check what's down here, because I have the opportunity to, since we got keyballed. Okay. Yep, it mimics, man. It's alright. I should be better than the mimic. But yeah, all of these... This is a very distant, like, nothing's... They're not clumped together. And for this room generation, that's really my main issue right now. Alright, I'm going to stay on the side, because I knew... Yep. That ain't how I wanted that to go, but that's how it went. Found Murmur. Well, at least we're here. Definitely got delayed, but at least we're here now. Alright. Remind me to grab the book, everyone. I still haven't grabbed the book. So I need to grab it after this. It's not an official All Bosses Heirlooms run if I forget the book. Anyways, I will head out to bed now. Good night, guys, and good luck with your run. Thank you very much, Sweetcoot. It already seems like this run's going good compared to the previous two. No deaths at Axis Mundi. While the castle is being intimidating, at least my skill is on point. Lady Luck can kick me in the shins. That's alright. What I really don't want is to kick myself in the shins. So, not doing that this time. That was... I felt good about that. That's an adaptation I need to get used to. Alright. Oof. Ah. Alright, well, we're not full health, but we're effectively at full health because of how damage goes around. Alright. Hedor handing the books out to everyone. I appreciate Hedor. Making sure we're all learnt. Books so you don't forget. Books so I don't forget. Thank you. Thank you, Hedor. Alright, so Hedor, I'm not sure how often you watch this, but there's about to be some bright flashing lights. Every time I hit these red orbs, they're going to explode into a bright flash. So, if you need to look away, look away. Like that. Alright, I'm going to stay down here. Over here. Alright, you got no problems with that. Thank goodness. I just don't want to get someone with, like, epilepsy and they don't realize that's a part of the game. And I'm responsible, you know? I don't want that to happen. Ooh. Alright. Murmur's gone. That's good. That was a gold split, implying that doing that actually speeds me up. Alright, so now we're grabbing book. Sounds good. Book is being grabbed. And one of the things is book is one of those heirlooms that you can grab early, yet the later you grab it, the more competent you are in the grabbing process. As you will see, in the first room, we will be taking advantage of the double jump, and I think in the third room, we'll be taking advantage of the void dash. Alright. So yeah, this room we're doing double jumps. So right here we can actually skip all these spinning lanterns and just go straight up. Whew. This room Void Dash just helps us a little, but it's the next room that really the Void Dash, like, it seems so minuscule, but it's actually kind of impactful. This room right... Oh, room after this. My apologies. Right here. So I can get to both of sides in time to kill them like that. Alright. Oh my gosh. That ain't going well. Are you... I made some really bad mistakes in that very last room. Like, I deserve to be punished as I did. I think problem that people might have, I think one of the issues that people might have problems with that light without knowing it, and God help them. Yep. Just want to keep them safe. That's all I'm trying to do by warning them. Just in case they don't know. I know for the fact that, like, it hurts my eyes a bit, so someone with actual epilepsy or something like that might get freaking wrecked. Don't want that to happen to a bro, you know? Just use that now. Get myself out of that corner. Freaking random fireballs is the hardest maneuver to avoid. It's just like, if it wasn't for this one attack, False Enoch would not be an issue here. This boss would not be an issue if it just wasn't for that random fireball attack. The rest of it feels manageable. The rest of it I can do, and when I don't do, it's my fault, and I can claim it clearly. But when it's that random fireballs... Oh god. Didn't even realize he was charging up the ram fireball attack. I think the flower boss feels harder. So the flower boss is harder when you start up the game, but once you like start processing everything, it's the variance that starts killing you. You can handle a boss that is challenging but has consistent patterns. It's Dark Souls-esque in that way. But with Enoch, that fireball attack is completely random. And that's what gets you. All of Naam's attacks, you can see coming. They're really hard to maneuver, but once you know the maneuvers you can make, once you can turn the maneuvering in this game into a dance, it's just a waltz. It's just a fancy waltz. And therefore, Naam becomes easier the more you practice. Enoch, it feels like it doesn't matter how much I practice, that random fireball attack just gets me every time. And that's infuriating. That's an infuriating way to go. So the reason I chose the Valkyrie is because of this. Literally just because they can deflect those projectiles, which deals with that one attack. Yeah, the talent is very good with, as long as it has targets. Ah, didn't get the spin off in time. I tried to cast a spell, I was in the stun from the spell when it came time to use the talent. Oh. Gosh, those freeze frames have put me in bad situations more than any other thing. I wish you could... I know you could shut off the hit stun frames, but I wish you could shut off the freeze frames when a boss dies. So yeah, these projectiles are too big to be deflected. They're not even treated as projectiles in the game. They're just like an enemy that happens to act as a projectile. Okay. Well, no taking damage anymore. Here we are. Yep, Spear is definitely good against Enoch. Valkyrie specifically. Well, actually, Barbarian's good against Enoch as well, but... yeah. The Spear does help you, like, get those upward attacks, but I find actually the Axe, the Labrys, is actually the best weapon against Enoch. This is the second best. This is by far the second best, definitely. And we kept it under 4 minutes in game time. That's good. That is good. That's what we were looking for. Alright. Now we can leave in peace. Thank you. Thank you for that run, Sir Kenny. Alright. So we are now going to be switching over to Magic the Gathering. So it was a good run. It wasn't a PB or anything, but it was a good run. And that's the important part. Alright. So I'm going to be switching over to Magic the Gathering. If you're just here for Rogue Legacy, that's okay. It was nice having you. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you want to stick around, we're going to be doing a Kaldheim draft in just a bit. So... have a wonderful day if you're leaving. If not, I'll be back in just a few minutes. See you guys in a bit. So this is my first time dealing with an extension, but hopefully it works out well. So we'll see how that works in just a bit. But for now... Oh, right. I still need to... I'm so focused on getting the extension ready, I didn't even pop up in the game. Alright. Well, the game's loading up now. Alright. Thank you for staying around, Hater Alley. So, yeah, sorry about... I try to make sure I don't do the same exact schedule each time. But, yeah. Hopefully we'll do Hades next time. Or, yeah, that's actually the plan. But, there it goes. There it goes. Let's get this to a 750. Nope, just another 500. That's fine. That's fine. Well... Hey everyone, welcome to some Magic the Gathering. I'm quickly just going to see what that shiny thing in the store is. Nothing significant. Okay. So, I like doing the drafts. I always start with quick draft before I go into premier draft. Because premier draft, as I said, I have less time to talk about my decisions. And it costs more money. So while I'm gaining my confidence back, better to do this one. So, here we are. So, Egon, God of Death, doesn't work as well as I thought it would. That being said, I don't really see... Like, I honestly think after the best two cards in this pack are Behold the Multiverse and Shimmerdrift Veil. I think those are the two best cards in this pack. If I go black, Egon and Coma's Faithful do synergize well. But the problem is, so what happens with Egon is, you know what, I'll try it one more time, because the deck I was using Egon with last time didn't exactly synergize well with Egon. So I just gotta remember I might have to remove Egon. But what happens is, it's card draw, but it's 4 mana to draw 1 card, 7 mana to draw the second card. So what happens is if you're in a tempo-oriented game, Throne of Death is just, like, way too late. It's Maze Mind Tome, except more expensive, and the synergy and the theme that makes up for it is the synergy with graveyard decks. And yeah, this is coming out as Throne of Death more often than Egon, just in case anyone's wondering. So it's very much for slower decks. So I'm thinking I might just go Behold the Multiverse instead. I don't like black when I don't have to be black. I might just go Shimmerdrift Veil to give myself color openings, but I'm going to go Behold the Multiverse, grab Egon another time. I mean, if Egon comes back around, I think we pick this just for the possibility, and then are okay just throwing it away if the possibility doesn't come to fruition. Alright, let's see if there's anything that's really good in here. Ravenous Lindworm is really good if we're green, but we'll probably be past another one. And Volatile Fjord allows our other color to be red, which is actually... Blue-red is one of my favorite 2-color archetypes in this format. And it's a snowland for Narfi. Like, I'm gonna go with that. Alright. Death Knell Berserker. Hailstorm Valkyrie. This is just usually... Yeah. It gets in for damage. Invasion of Giants has impressed me every time I've used it. The Scry 2 draw card is actually huge. And then it also makes... some giants come out really fast. Like, it actually is tempo. I forgot about Shapeshifters. Because of that, this is actually really good tempo. We have a Volatile Fjord already, so the only thing this doesn't synergize with is Narfi. And, yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. Snow-covered mountain? I'm not sure where we're going, how far in snow we're going to end up going. So I think I'd rather pick the Mistwalker, be safe, and say definitely we're going blue. Because I like Mistwalker a lot. Alright. Runa Shore is a nice top end. Highland Forest? I'm not trying to be 5-color snow. I'm not trying to be 5-color snow. That being said, every 2-color snow card is pretty good if you have one of those colors. But we're not... we're red. But if we're going to be snow, I think we're black, not green. Unless we're just splashing in Narfi. in which case we're Teamer splashing in Narfi, which, you know what, that actually works. That actually works really well. We'll get Run Ashore later. This is, what's it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this one's, one of these cards is coming back to us. It could be the Run Ashore. It's probably going to be the Smashing Success, let's be honest. So do I want the Firewalker, get myself some card draw? Or do I want the Highland Forest, get myself some lands? I'm going to take the risk and go Highland Forest. See how it pans out in the end. I really like Craven Hulk. It's not a top end, but what it is its pressure in the early game and just a big body. Like, this is a format where you're swinging in a lot, so having a 4/4 swinging in is really potent. Either that or Firewalker. I already have one 3-drop creature, so, and this is a giant, which also has synergy later as we keep going. All right. I think I'm going to grab the Lindworm in case we end up being green. So right now, we're Teamer splashing Narfi. That's generally our plan. And with our picks coming back, Koma's Faithful rotated back around. But I think we've decided we're Teamer splashing Narfi. Which means Broken Wings. This is very much a playable card, in case anyone's wondering. This is very much a playable card. It's either that or Scorn Effigy as just a 2-drop, because Scorn Effigy is a great 2-drop. Don't underestimate this card. That Foretell for 0 is actually pretty potent. I'm surprised I got Scorn Effigy back to me. So, I'm going to pick it for now. We could get another Broken Wings. We can have a deck without Broken Wings. We can't have a deck without 2-drops. Throw the Shackle of Treachery here. Could be a win condition, but not really our plan. Dual Strike or Fearless Pup. I actually like Fearless Pup. I'm going Fearless Pup. Grizzled Outrider is a big body. Vault Robber gives us our land coverage. Everything's white, so white's way open. If I end up going white, I'd rather go with the Doomscar deck than an Ox deck. Broken Wings, that's why we took care of that. Apgar Braggart, wow, white is wide open. Reflections doesn't work unless we're like the Elf deck and then we splash blue or something like that, which we didn't do. Shimmerdrift Vale or Rimewood Falls? Man. I think we have to pick the Squash, but these are 2 snowlands we're really disappointed that we're passing up. We really want these snowlands. But Squash is too good. Even with 1 giant, I think Squash is too good. Yeah. Anything here? Yeah, the black and white land are basically the 2 colors we're not. Remember, we're just splashing in Narfi. We're not black. So, yeah, Squash. A little unfortunate that I have to pass up. Gosh, Shimmerdrift Vale is insane, by the way. If anyone's wondering, Shimmerdrift Vale is perhaps one of the best lands you could get in this format, by far. With the Rimewood Falls, we have the perfect triumph of cards here, but Squash is not coming back around. One of these lands might. Dream Devourer. Savella Ice Shaper. Here we are, and that's Snowlands, so that's literally all our snow basically taken care of. Yep, Savella, easy. And we have more Snowlands possibly circling. That's good. Another Narfi or an Agar. I mean, 2 Narfis with Savella and some Snowlands in there is pretty huge. Let's look. We already have a lot of creatures on 3, but that means we actually need more creatures. Agar, yeah, Agar, we have a Squash for it. We only have a Squash for it, but Squash is huge. Also, all 3 of these uncommons work well in our deck. I just want to be clear with that. All 3 of these, I'm going to go with Agar, because that's easier to splash, because if Snow ends up failing again, we're happy with just Agar. We're happy removing Narfi if it doesn't work out. Alright, Waking the Trolls, I've tried it, the game has to go on too late for that to work. Second Squash, I think, is good. Ice Tunnel, again. All the good Snowlands, man. All the good Snowlands are coming around. And we can't pick them. Alright, Jaspara Sentinel or Snow-Covered Swamp. We only want 1 Snow-Covered Swamp if we find it. If just Sparse Sentinel comes down, is it just a land that changes colors? I think that's all it is. So I'm going to go with Snow-Covered Swamp. It's our only Snow-Covered Swamp. We're not picking this one, but I think it's worthwhile. Lejar Kinseekers or Fearless Pup? We don't have many 4-drops. Let's go with the Kinseekers. It's also a Giant for Squash. Not Volt's Slumber Mound. I think that's the play again. Axgar Cavalry is not bad, and Craven Hulk, as I said, I really appreciate Craven Hulk. But I think we're going with the Slumber Mound. It gives us a mana sink, and it gives us a big body, and it knocks out to their splash. Another Behold the Multiverse. Got our color coverage kind of taken care of there. I'm going to sideboard Depart the Realms. I don't think we're playing it. Or I could sideboard Priest of the Haunted Edge. We only have 3 snow lands so far. This has blown me out at times, so I'm going to put that there. Same with a Raven form. Yeah, I don't want a second Broken Wings, I don't think. Sideboard Mammoth Growth. We can put those in if we need to. Snakeskin Veil, though, is very much a good way to stop an opponent that's trying to 2-for-1 you. Neverplane Seize the Spoils. I'm going to just take this as an uncommon because I like putting uncommons. We're going to take another Fearless Pup. Fearless Pup pushes us to start putting equipment. Axgar Cavalry is great. Keen Narfi's Betrayal. Not exactly what I want. Alright. Ravenous Lindworm, I think, is the pick. It gives us our last bit of heavy late game for this deck. And I just want to guarantee I get it now. Rune of Speed doesn't really work because we don't have much equipment, which tells me Fearless Pup's probably going to have to get pulled. I like Lindworm. Definitely want more Snowlands if I can handle them. Alright. Rootless U can pull out the Ravenous Lindworms. That's perfect. Keen of Skemfar. Another Squash. 3rd removal spell. Gosh, but I really want those Rime Woodfalls. I might have to pull out the Narfi. That's okay. That is okay. I honestly think it's World Tree. We're not going to use its sacrifice ability, but it's 6 lands, suddenly turning this multicolor pile into a working piece. Could be big. Glimmering. Actually, I think it's Glittering Frost. Yeah. We have big late game to ramp into, and it takes care of our mana issues, and it makes it into a snow permanent. So, 3rd Behold the Multiverse. At what point do we have too many Behold the Multiverses? We will find out today. Alright. Horizon Seeker. Or Raven Wings. It's about... We're going to need equipment at some point, but Raven Wings seems a little expensive. Goldvein Pick or Snow-Covered Forest. This is actually a hard decision. We have 15 creatures. Let me look. What all gets helped with the pick? So the Pips love the pick. The Mistwalker likes the pick. Scorn. Yeah, I think we grab the pick. We just want 1 pick, but we want the pick that badly that we're passing up a good snowland. Mass Vandal, another giant for the deck. Alright. I think we go with a Raven Wings. We might not play it, but good to have it. Keen Herald's Revenge. Sure, we have quite a bit of creatures. Disbar Sentinel. We're going to have to pull a lot of cards out, but good to have all these cards. Undersea Invader in case I need another big card. Roots of Wisdom, not really going to be used. Alright. Well, let's look at this. How many snow-covered lands are there? 1, 2, 3. You're not in this deck. Okay, we're going to rip out all the lands first and kind of look at this deck as is. Alright, so there's 29 cards. We need to bring this to 23. Love this late game with Rootless U into Ravenous Lindworm. Might make this Grizzled Outrider unnecessary. With 3 Behold the Multiverses, I say yes. This is enough card into this late game. Alright. I don't think... Is Raven Rings necessary? We could put it on a Ravenous Lindworm. And, yeah. The problem is, it's just 4 mana versus 3 that gains us mana. So I think we remove one of those. We remove one of our Fearless Pups. I know that's not what we want to do, but it's what we're doing. Savella is enough snowlands that we can rely on snow if we have any rewards for snow. Doesn't seem like we do. We have a heavy curve on 3, but that's not a 3-drop. Do we just... I think we just remove the Keen Heralds and go consistency. So then we just need to remove one more card and put in a land. So what's our color consistency? It is 28, 36, 40. So let's remove a green card, I think. I actually think Broken Wings is better than Glittering Frost. Because, yeah. Alright, so we need 16 lands. Let's see, 38, 38, 29. So a perfect match of green and red with blue right on the tail end. We have 16, so I want to go like 666 is kind of the goal. Alright. So 6 red, 6 green, 6 blue is kind of the hope. Alright, so let's start with green. Get a good looking green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus a 6 from the Highland Forest. Red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the tap lands. And blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the Volatile Ford. 6, 6, 6. Look at that. We have a deck. Let's see. 14 creatures, 10 non-creatures. Most of the curves at 3. We then have the 2 Lindworms, the 3 Squashes, and the Rootless Yew. For Squash, we have Craven Hulk, Lajara, Mistwalker. For Lajara, we have 2 additional Shapeshifters. And other than that, we have Warriors here. We have, honestly, 2 Worms with Rootless Yew. I think, generally speaking, Lajara is probably the weakest card in this deck right now. But let's see. What would we replace the Lajara Kinseekers for? Can't really... I mean, if we find we need the Raven form, but we don't have many flyers, and without flyers, Raven form is not a solution. Alright. And this is... Teamer just job doers. They're all, like, nothing... There's nothing, like, really exceptional about this deck, but this deck does everything it needs to do, and that's the important part. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add to decks, so then what I can do is I could go to decks, I could do this, export, awesome. Now I go to Stream Decker over here, upload new deck, oh, here we are. Draft. Art. Job doers. Draft. Gosh darn it. That's... in paste deck. There we are. Teamer. Job. Sorry it took me so long with this. First time using this extension. Card list. Submit. Okay, and set as current. There we are. Alright, so Stream Decker should be uploading that deck list soon. And while it uploads that deck list, we're going to go play. Back to Quick Draft. Awesome. Let's start it up. Let's see how this plays out. Let's figure things go. Let's see how things go. We're technically a late game deck, though. Alright. We have Savella, which can give us the blue for the rest of the colors. And I get a Behold. I get a Foretell Behold early. I am happy with this hand. Thank you. And also by playing double green, I scare him into thinking it's a Sarl's Packmate. Gosh, I don't think I've gone a Sarl's Packmate in draft before. It's really been aggressive in not giving me those. Alright. Well, we play Savella. We could tap Savella, and so we can leave our mana up, wait, tap Savella, behold the multiverse in the same turn if we are intimidated by his actions. The alternative is behold the multiverse, foretell Scorn Effigy. How intimidated am I by him? How important is mana? That's another question. I think card draw is more important than mana. So I'm going to attack. Scare him. Alright. I get 3/2 damage in. Alright. I want Invasion of the Giants. Alright. I'm going to foretell Scorn Effigy so I could add it for next time. Oof. Oh, God. Oh, God. Well, this game has just changed drastically. How do I kill a 3/3 flyer before it wrecks my face in? Alright. So, I'm playing the Scorn Effigy. I'm not attacking with Savella. I think I am playing this not Vold, unfortunately. We just kind of have to tempo our way out of this. That's our only way out. Tempo our way out. Agar the Freezing Flame. I think I need to tap Savella this turn. Yeah, I'm going to tap Savella and then play Invasion of the Giants. Alright. Neither of those work right now. I mean, Mass Vandal will be better later, but neither of those are artifacts or enchantments. This is unfortunate. This is very unfortunate. Bergstrider taps that. Yep, okay. Toski is one of the big, huge legendaries that wins you the game, because he just drew 2 cards off of this. And he's going to keep drawing more. Gonna reveal Litjar Seekers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I can play Lindworm. And then I can still Fearless Pop. I'm gonna start applying pressure. Worm, Wolf, Scarecrow, Troll, Warrior. But yeah. The freaking Augury Raven. Plus Toski. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't beat Toski. What can I say? This deck has a weakness. Lock with a Scarecrow in case he has just some trick. Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I do not have a single way to remove Toski. Bird, Wolf, Scarecrow, Troll Warrior, Giant Wizard. So Litjar is not triggering. Yeah, I actually think that's the correct way to tap, as sad as it looks. We don't need lands, we need answers. We have 3 squashes in this deck. Yeah, I'm just kind of in a rut, is the issue. He has Toski. How do you beat Toski on turn 4? Well, in Limited, you don't. That's the general issue. Because if he has removal in his deck, he has removal in his deck. And he actually hasn't drawn more cards than I have, which is one of the sad parts. Yep, and he has Lindworms as late game. So I need a squash, like, pronto. Yep, definitely playing that. Do I let Jara? I think it's more important I search for the squash now. Yep. There we are. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, so we start by squashing. Or I can Seville up, get myself an extra land. Let's see. If I Seville, get myself an extra land, then play squash. I can wait till his turn, basically. That means my Craven Hulk cannot attack in, though, which means I'm slowly dying away. Is that okay? No. No. I have to squash now. And since I can't play anything else, I am going to create a Icy token. Squash that. If I don't attack... Gosh darn it, I can't attack because of the Bergstriker. Gosh darn it. Because if I attack, the Bergstriker can get in. I need him to draw less cards, not more. Alright. Next turn I can Mistwalker and Lit Jarrakin Seekers. He glimpses into another glimpse. We're trying to play to our outs, but our outs is just the 3 squashes, really. 1, 2, 3, 6... Alright, and you just gave it flying anyways. Does he have lethal yet? Not yet, I don't think. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He doesn't have lethal yet, but he's quickly approaching. So it's draw, squash, or bust. Right now it's draw, squash, or bust. Yep. Thank you, Agar. Alright, start with a Mistwalker. I now have a Snakeskin Veil for protection. That's great. Do I let Jarrakin Seekers? Let's see if I let Jara. I still have the mana for Squash and Snakeskin. That's good. Yep, we lit Jara. Nope. Let's see. We need to leave a blocker for Scorn Effigy. We need to leave a blocker for Toski. Alright, but we really want to apply pressure. So... everything else has flying, I think. Oh yeah, Lejaras can block as Toski. Yeah, I like this attack. Encourages him to block the Scorn Effigy. Yep. Kind of back in this game. Gotta hope he doesn't have a counter. I want to wait for him to, like, invoke into a creature before I squash, so... that's why I haven't stopped the Bergstrider yet. Actually, if he attacks in, buffs the Mistwalker. I think it's just GG, unfortunately. Oh. Now it's not. So I can squash that in response. If he doesn't have Snakeskin Veil, that theme dies. And we draw a card, which is good. That goes nowhere. Honestly, milling him is kind of a solution right now, as it sounds. Alright. I might just have to Snakeskin Veil to block the Bergstrider without dying in the process. So... Right. Block there. Block there. And yeah, I'm just gonna Snakeskin to keep Mistwalker alive. Because I need to keep Mistwalker alive. Alright, so he needs 8 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And I have 2 left over. That's cool. I actually have enough mana left over for Sevella Ice Shaper. That feels good. Alright. I have to figure out what I want to play, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that leaves 3 left over. So I can attack with Fearless Pop. Pump it. We're attacking with Craven Hulk. See, I cannot attack with Mistwalker. I have to Sevella into a Broken Wings or another Squash. Both work. I need to block 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Alright. So these are our blockers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could threaten 10 if I wanted to. Oh. Actually, I have to pull back the Fearless Pup. Alright. If he wants to kill the Agar, that's okay. Alright. I'm just going to fetch now. Get the Squash. Get Agar to draw me a card. Awesome. And now I draw 2 more. Or I should. Yep. There we are. We're not out of the game yet. But my god, have we kept it close. He can't attack with the Augury Raven, because if he does, the Mistwalker can pump itself. Alright. He can now attack with the Augury Raven, but we block so we don't die just yet. It's a good thing we have a Ravenous Lindworm. Yep. Oof. So we don't have flying, but we have a Ravenous Lindworm, which is close enough to a flyer. Oh my god, we know our deck. I know of those 3 cards, we have a Broken Wings in there. That's actually really smart of him. So let's see, if I play this for 6, then I have... Hold up, I know exactly what I'm getting. Mass Vandal, Jaspar Sentinel, Island. Jaspar Sentinel can block an Augury Raven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just play Lindworm. We let that get drawn. Yeah. Two, 3. We definitely start with Lindworm. And Litjar can still block the Notvolt. And this can block the Toski. And we just need to figure out what we do about the birds. Actually, I'm going to attack with the Lit Jara. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to play the Rootless U. Shuffle our deck if we need to. Yep. And this applies a bit more pressure, which I appreciate. Whoa! He gave up? He gave up? I am shocked that he gave up in that position. Like, yes, I was starting to get my board back, get things back in control. But he wasn't done. He had freaking Toski. He gave up? Well, thank you for the gift, sir. Thank you for the gift. I will not let this gift go to waste. I'm just going to check real fast. Stream Decker does have the deck list. Awesome. Even has the sideboard of the cards that I didn't put in the deck. That's good. So that's how it works. Okay. That's cool. Winter Soul. Alright. I need to draw a green source. If I don't, I only have Scorn Effigy. Unfortunate, but I think that's the play. Alright. Which land do I throw back? I think I throw back the forest. We get the Highland Forest on turn 2. This allows us to play the Fearless Pup immediately. We just need one more green mana before we see you. I don't think that's so hard to see. That's so hard to find. Red would have been for mana considerations, like this mountain, but then I can't Fearless Pup turn 1, which scares people into playing more aggressive than they should. Alright. Bind the monster on a Fearless Pup. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to leave Broken Wings up and available. Next turn I have Volatile forward. I don't think I'm going to break the bind. I think that Bind the Monster was a bad pick. Then again, there's no snow mana yet. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. You thought it was important to bind. Let's change that. Alright. An Invasion of the Giants. Gets to act as our way to scry to a green land. Neither of those are green mana. This eventually becomes green mana, but... Yep, I think this is the play. Alright. Draw a card. This ain't good. See if he blocks. He did not block. We're gonna deal more damage to him. This is unfortunate. Not drawing double land like that. Okay, so we threw back a land, so we know there's a land at the bottom. Then we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Definitely got mana flooded, and mana flooded without green mana, because Rootless U can solve the fact that we're mana flooded. Wait, so you have no... Am I really... I need one forest. That's all I need. I threw back cards to get me that forest. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There are 5 more green lands in this 28 card deck. I need, or 4 more. Okay, I can see the issue. But if I draw 1, I get Ravenous Lindworm into a Rootless U, which gives us another Ravenous Lindworm. There we go. Thank you. There we are. Back in the game. The Eyesight Troll is not a good card because he has no snow lands, so we're just going to kind of ignore that one. And he didn't even search for Snowland with Horizon Seeker, which tells me he doesn't have any unless they're like Glimmering Frosts and such. I'll trade. I have a Rootless U coming behind it. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Good job on his part. Eight. Alright. Make sure... I don't think there's any... Yeah. I'm going to play this still. He might have a Disdainful Stroke. That's a card I always run. So the question is, Axgar Cavalry so I could better block the Bergstrider, or attack in to bring him to 8? If I bring him to 8, and he can't attack with his Bergstrider, because if I just attack with Fearless Pup and Rootless U, he has to block and chump trade. Otherwise, I play this. He might have another combat trick. Yep. Attack him with Fearless Pup. Alright. Does it give me another chump? Nope. Alright. That's okay. I misunderstood. That was after the declare blockers. I misunderstood slightly. That's all. Alright, that's fine. We can now double block to kill the Bergstrider. Get ourselves another Ravenous Lindworm. Do you have another one? He might. He very well might. This Fearless Pup gives it me the best thing it could give me. Come on. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So unfortunately, if I play the Ravenous Lindworm, I cannot pump the Fearless Pup. So we just play the Lindworm and go. And pass, I think. Why do you... Oh, because I only have 2 forests. That's why it taps like that. Alright. Well, we can't attack with the cannot attack with a Fearless Pup. That's unfortunate. Alright. I'll double block the Undersea Invader in case he... Nope. Nope. Doesn't have a trick now. Squash good even in this case. I'm good at swinging in. If you want to trade in your Undersea, I'm all for it. Alright, double blocks. And we kill the Undersea. You know, I should have done this differently because of that transaction he could do. I have a Masked Vandal ready. He wants to attack me for 5. That's okay, my Fearless Pup can come on in. That was I definitely made several mistakes here. I will not deny that. I should have saved the Squash for after he did a trade like that. Alright, and he actually has snow-covered lands. I don't know why he didn't grab them previously. I also don't know where his swamps are for a Port of Karfell to be put in the deck. There's 3 cards left. Are they just lands? Does he just have a bunch of freaking lands? Okay. He has a lot of card draw, it seems. Alright, glad to see it on the bottom, but this is not good for us in a few ways. We do have 2 more Squashes in the deck, so we might be able to kill the Ice Hide before it starts triggering like a madman. 1, 2, I don't even have to make any manoliths for me to be able to do the quick cast. All right. We're gonna quick cast on his turn. Alright, well, Agar is the best of these. But I think we're just gonna take the 5 damage. Frostpeak Yeti, scary. Not gonna deny that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. I think we could do this now. See if we have a squash for the Frostpeak. Troll. Yeah. Lijar is just a creature. Unfortunate that we have to get behold the multiverse. Well, we know that's going back. I think we grab the Mistwalker and... I think we offer a trade with the Agar. He then attacks with those, and we die. Never mind. Yep. We're a little behind on the Lindworms, on the green mana. Yep. No. That's good for me. And we're just going to use Agar to draw a card. Sometimes. We still have 2 squashes in the deck. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so we can play Mistwalker and still have Savella triggering. Let's just say Savella gives us a Ravenous Lindworm. We then block the Rootless U. Yeah, I think that's how we win. The math isn't as good as I want it to be, but we're going to have to do Surprise Lindworm. That's the only way I see us winning. This guy has like Port of Carfell with no black lands. Only. Yep. Could end up squashing that as a surprise. Alright. So block. Yeah, squash keeps me alive, so we're going with the squash. Well, good for you, man. Definitely a few mistakes on my side, but also lands. Also lands. Oh well, happens sometimes. I'm used to those sort of things. It's okay. It's okay. Our deck basically does a job, so once... We didn't do the job properly because we drew so many lands at the beginning. It wasn't that we drew an influx of lands, it's that we drew an influx of lands when we need tempo. That's what happened. Also, I probably could have swung in with Wolf, applied more pressure on him, stuff like that. There's definitely a few issues I made, but all part of it. All part of getting better. Savitar 91. Gold Vein pick. Alright, so we need to draw early game, which... I don't know, I just can't throw this back. It has all my mana fixed, plus even a tap land. Like, this is all the mana fixing I will need. While Gold Vein pick is not really a 2-drop creature, it is a turn 2 play. We have a Littjara, eventually. And he's green-red hyper aggro, isn't he? Alright, one Invasion of the Giants, give me a means to not die horribly. That's what I pray. Because, yep. Okay, so Selesnya hyper aggro. Not the deck you want to run into. Alright, let's scry into solutions. Lands are not solutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 lands if I kept those on top. Jeez. And this is the deck where you have to be fast and aggressive. I need a Broken Wings ASAP. Yep. Alright. Deep breaths. Let the Battlefield Raptor deal its 9 damage to my face. Let him be happy that I scry double bottom. And let's draw a card that can actually... Let's draw Broken Wings. Not Broken Wings, let's draw something that's playable. Alright. Reveal a Giant. I'm gonna... Let's see. If I reveal Agar, then play Agar. I like that. Because the alternative is play Fearless Pup and Gold Vein pick. So I'm gonna just reveal Agar now. Play a threat for him to deal with. Yeah, the Battlefield Raptor into Arachnoform is usually not that good, but just like if you're the hyper aggro deck, which this guy happens to be. He missed a land drop. That means he has all fuel. He's a 3-color deck that missed the land drop and then drew the color he needed, meaning he's all fuel. From here on out, he has all fuel, which is disgusting and terrifying. As well as a few other words, but I'm not going to use them. Alright, so I'm going to play this. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Gold Vein pick, swing in, force the Augur Raven to block, hopefully. Or we get that, or it gets through. I play Littjara, which is going to cost less. This ain't a good spot. Let me just be clear. I'm dead unless I draw Broken Wings or Squash here. I get one draw. One more draw. Mistwalker can actually give me another turn. Alright. Jaspara gives me a turn. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not going to use the Fearless... I'm not going to play the Fearless Pup because I need that one land to Snakeskin Veil with Horizon Seeker. Oh. I just realized I'm at 4 health. Yep. Just too much pressure in the early. I did not have pressure. I did not draw Jaspar Sentinel in time. Even if I drew a Jaspar Sentinel, I probably wouldn't do much. Yep. Unfortunate. Let's not go 1 win. Let's go 3 wins at least, guys. This is not a bad deck. I'm just gonna... Let's look at this deck again. Triple Squash. Triple Squash. Triple Behold the Multiverse. We draw neither of those last game. Yeah. This deck's good. It was just... Last deck was a curve. Do I need a Raven Reigns? Do I need a Raven Wings? Come on. I think it's just misfortune. Face the aggressive deck, not draw a single one of our 3 squashes. Alright. Foretell the Behold the Multiverse, get a Mistwalker. We have all the card draw we need. I'm going to play the Island in case we can play Invasion of the Giants instead. So if we draw a mountain, we can Invasion of the Giants instead. Alright. We can Mistwalker the next turn. We could still Foretell and have 2 Behold Multiverses in our sideboard, which is very good. This is why I like Mistwalker. Just sits here, stops the 2/2 from attacking in, slows him down. And no, I'm not going to Behold the Multiverse in the search for a mountain to get Invasion of the Giants. I don't believe you. Throw the Mammoth Growth. You do it. I dare you. There it is. Alright, well, the Mammoth Growth was used here as a 1/1 with that, so... I think I stick to my plan. This scares him into believing it's Assault coming. And, yeah. Here's the card draw we need. We're going to let him attack before we... So that he's completed his turn. Now we Behold the Multiverse. Alright, Rootless U seems really good right now. Do not need the Broken Wings with this sort of deck. Need to get that mountain. If he kills this Rootless U, I get a Ravenous Lindworm out of the deal. I need to start reducing pressure. I need to get a mountain. Gosh. Well, I actually have to start with Behold the Multiverse, get myself a mountain. Neither of those are mountains. Are you kidding me? That was a sick prank, sir. That was a sick prank. Next turn, I have to play Axe Guard into Littjara because those can block, and I'm okay losing them versus the Lindworm to his Binding of the Old Gods. Thanks. Alright. So if I play that, I have enough to Littjara. I have enough to Axe... I have enough to Littjara, or I can Axe Guard, Littjara, and I don't have enough for Behold the Multiverse. So it's Agar, Littjara, or Axe Guard. Littjara. I think it's going to be the Axe Guard Littjara play. We're not dead at the end of this. That's the important part. Couldn't even leave up a force for Snakeskin Veil. Ugh. Well, I'm glad I forced the Mammoth Growth out now. I'll say that much. Bloodline Pretender. Who would have thought? If I can draw a squash, I'm back in this game. Actually, I'm not. Because everything costs red. Oh, God. Oh, God. Fid's not scary. Fid's not scary, fortunately. He might not be smart enough to attack with all. He might not be smart enough to attack with all. So he attacks with those two. Alright. There's the Elder Leafs. If he's attacking with one Elder Leaf, he should attack with both and the Death Knell. Yep. Just, they had too much pressure at the beginning. That's all it was. They had too much. So if I do that, I can play the island. Play a Fearless Pup to help me. Let's see. So 6. I'm taking 3. I'm at 3. Block that. Take that. Alright. We're not dead, but we're in a very, very, very bad spot. Yep, the Fearless Pup is actually going to have to block the Death Knell Berserker. Very bad spot. Again, he might be defensive. He might not realize how close he is to lethal. So I need to draw... The problem is I need to draw a mountain. I need to behold the multiverse into a mountain plus a squash. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was an unfortunate... I do believe this was an actual, just unfortunate series of events. I don't believe that my play was that bad. I do not believe this deck was as bad enough to only get 1 win. I do not believe... Like, there were 3 Beholden Multiverses. 3... I do not... These cards did not underperform. We have 14 creatures. Our curve is pretty decent. It has a lot of 3-drops, maybe not as many 2-drops, but that's a 2-drop. Maybe our issue was not enough 2-drops, but like, you can foretell those. Like, I think we were fine. I think it was literally just variance. Ugh, that's a disgusting way to go. That was not how I want this to go. Oh my gosh, that was sad. Yeah, I still stand by that deck was better than it performed. Maybe if I look back on it, I could see the issues, but as of right now, that deck was better than it performed. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, that's enough from me. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.